Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Brody's Live episode. Today, I'll be working on the MTD yard machine, because winter is coming and I need a snowblower. And I haven't messed with this thing for about a year now, almost a year and a half now. So hopefully it'll get going and hopefully it works right. So let's get right on into it. So here we have it, the MTD yard machine. There's a whole, I think a 3-part series on my channel talking about this thing. Now, the last time I messed with it, the axle started falling out. As you can see, yeah. So I gotta get back inside, but that's a big job. I have to pull the whole front and half of this machine apart. I know how to do it. If I need help, I'll just go check out my videos. It's a nice machine. It worked pretty well last time I used it. If I can remember right, nothing was really wrong with it besides the axle falling out. Which I think when I took it apart to replace some stuff, go check that out on my channel. Anyways, so I'm gonna dive right on into this and see if I can get it running. I'm already gonna guess that the carburetor's full of water, because when I walked out here, this was a coast parked over there. You can check that out on the fleet update video. The gas cap was left open, so it probably has water in it. There's no gas in it, which I thought there was gonna be some gas, and fuel's been toned down, so it's probably full of all kinds of goodies. So that's gonna be a project. But I think I'm gonna start off by just seeing what happens. So on any on anything, to check to see if you have spark or compress, and I know this thing's probably good, it's only been sitting a year, but I'm gonna hit it with some liquid cocaine here, some steroids, see what happens. Let me make so everything's ready, keys in, everything should be ready to go. Just gonna spice them up in here. Let's get somewhere next to the carburetor. It's a snowblower, so it's probably not gonna have an air filter. I don't remember it having one. So I'm just gonna, hopefully that gets some in there. Before I do this, I should probably check oil. Yes, he's good. Perfectly fine. Full throttle. Because I already know. Here, let me pull some gas in it and see what happens. So it's probably not good to put mixed gas in it. I'm gonna, because that's all I have on hand and I'm too lazy to go to the gas station. Now, what I was gonna say is, I'm assuming that the carburetor's gummed up because it was never treated properly before it was parked. I never drained the gas out, none of that. There we go. So it's sputtered, so that means it has compression and spark. It just has no fuel yet. Yeah, let me get that side cup off. Okay, so to take this side panel off, you need a Phillips and a 5/16. And then you pull the choke lever off, put that off to the side, and then this whole thing should just pop right down. That's the carburetor. Yeah, and I'm guessing that's just filled with whatever. Pretty nasty. That was a gasket of some sort. It's not all folds up, so that's good. So my plan now is, since I got that panel off, let's see if I can run it for a little bit with soldering fluid. And maybe I'll pick it up. Probably not, but this carburetor looks pretty nasty. I just blurred it a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, let me try the Hillbilly Cold Clean. I just plug off the intake. If I can get these off. So of course, if you're gonna try this method, try it at your own risk. It could suck the paper towel in, or whatever you're using to block off the airspace. I've never had that happen yet, so let's try this out. I should probably even check if it has gas coming to the carburetor. Let me do that before I get too deep into this. Got my flathead. Let's check if there's any gas in this thing. Maybe. This fuel line's really nasty. Okay, it is getting fuel, and it's blue. It says okay, because I know I'm running 2-stroke. And go grab a pair of pliers to put that back on with. Got the pliers. There's a lot of back and forth to the shed in this video. Wish it was cleaned out. I could actually walk on this thing in there. So we do have fuel to the carburetor. Whether or not it's actually getting past the float or not, still a question. Tap it a bunch of times. Okay, let's try the Hillbilly Cold Clean. So to do this, you zoom out a little bit. You just spray some soldering fluid, gasoline, whatever, inside. Okay, choke. And this left, maybe no choke. Jeez, this thing's a little cold-blooded. I have to bring out a extension cord. Spin it over with the starter. Nice shot. Really give it a... I think the carburetor needs to come off. Okay, so I did not have this planned for today, but turn your fuel line off. The fuel off, it has a fuel shut off. Fuel line comes off, so you can get room into these bolts here. So I do have another carburetor for this. This is on a different engine though. I don't know if I want to pull that off yet. Might have to. This one's... I know it was nasty when I first took it off. Okay. Put the fuel line off to the side. Let me go. Fine. I think that's a 10 mil. Okay. I'm back. And let's get this. Let's get this off. And get some gloves on before it gets too nasty. Safety first. And I'm just doing this in my backyard with basic hand tools, so anybody who's watching this at home should be able to do it themselves. Super simple working on these smaller machines. Of course, when you get onto the bigger stuff like vehicles, stuff like that, it gets a little harder. But with basic little yard machines like this, lawnmowers, weed whackers, all that stuff, it's basically all the same. It's normally super easy to work on all this stuff universally. Now since I have the carburetor, I might throw that one on instead, because I know that one was clean last time I looked at it. I don't know what I'm going to find inside this carburetor. I'm a little scared to find out. I guess before I pull this off all the way, let me check fuel flow. More than enough. That's plenty. So I'm still recording. Yep. So now that I've got all of that, I should be able to just pull this right on off. No problem. There's the tube for the... Now the primer is working. It's not working too well, but it is working. Now here's the carburetor. Oops, sorry, I gotta get in fuel. It's pretty nasty. Let me get my camera down low and film me taking that apart. Oh, my hands are nasty. Okay. Down on the ground now. So if you have any gaskets, make sure they stay in place or you remove them. Now, let's get this thing apart. Looks like it's just a 7/16 length on the bottom. Flip my thing around so I can see what I'm doing to my camera. Take this off. That's weird. No fuel. And that's as I remember it. Nasty. I'm surprised I didn't do anything about this. Yep, and the needle was stuck. Well, needle's not stuck now. This gasket's destroyed. Go grab some carb clean and see if I can blow out some stuff. So I got my carbon choke cleaner. Let's see what I can do with this. Just spray this all down real fast. A little bit nicer. It's not gonna get too clean. Oh yeah. That's pretty nasty. That's not clogged. I might need to pull that jet out and check all of that, but it's not clogged. And make so that the so actually it looks like the oh no, it's on a little spring. I see. That's moving a whole lot freely. Now, get all of this nice and cleaned off. Now, look inside. Everywhere, make so any passageways that you think might have some liquid go through, it probably has liquid go through. Just blow out, make so everything's nice and... Oh, that was clogged. The primal ball was clogged. Yeah, just make so everything's not clogged. Check everything, triple check everything. Has a fuel air mixture screw, that's nice. I won't mess with that because you don't want to get that off of anything. This throttle seems real stupid the way it moves. But okay, that looks all good. Looks like this is a jet down here that's all clogged up. Let's get stuff that in there. Make sure that's not clogged up anymore. Perfect. Let's fold this thing back together and see what happens. I'm not thinking much, but it might do something. Calvin, here. It's crazy. These gloves, they're disintegrating with the carbon choke cleaner. It's kind of crazy, or maybe that's the old gas. Yeah, just absolutely disintegrating. It's crazy. Now, of course, this is going to be most likely a multiple part series. I'm not going to get to the transmission in today's video. I don't want to dig that deep in it today. I just had some free time, so I'm like, I got to see if I can at least get it running. So, that's all back together. Let me get it on the machine. You already saw how to take it off. It's just the refolds. Now, quick tip before you get it all the way back together. I just have it loosely in here. Put the fuel line back on. If you can. This one's going to be a bit of a struggle. There we go. Let's get that all the way on. Turn the fuel on, make sure nothing leaks. Might leak a little bit on your seal if you haven't tightened it. That looks good. What about when I open this primer down here? Fuel comes out. So this carburetor's nice because it has this feature. But down here there's this little valve. Push up on it and fuel comes out. I don't see fuel pooling inside the... Oh, sorry. I don't see any fuel coming out inside, so that means the needle's stopping where it's supposed to. Nothing's dripping like crazy. Everything looks pretty nice. Make sure that the primer works, which... I think this line has too many holes in it, but that's as easy as replacing that line. A little rubber line that's right here. It has a bunch of little holes in it, so I think it's just leaking out of that. But yeah, let me get this tightened up and I'll get back. So another tip for y'all. When you're tightening up a carburetor, no matter if it's on a vehicle, whatever, you want to go back and forth, back and forth. You don't want to tighten one all the way down and then go to the next, because it won't lay even, which will cause problems in the future with vacuum leaks and whatever. So let's say you have a carburetor that has 4 bolts on it. You have your top one or your bottom left, bottom right, whatever. in the full. You want to make an X pattern. Whatever, I don't know if you can get carburetors with a whole bunch of other nuts and stuff on it. But like, if you have one that has 6 on it, I would assume you would still do the same thing. On a small engine like this where there's only 2, or on a older vehicle that has a carburetor, it's just a single draft carburetor or whatnot, it'll probably have two bolts or 2 nuts that you have to tighten up. This one's really making me angry here. But you just want to go tighten one up a little bit, go to the next one, tighten it up a little bit, and just go back and forth until both of them are torque to spec. If you don't know what spec is on your vehicle, you just go hand tight, a little bit over hand tight. Should be good enough. That's what I've always done. Now on a vehicle, I would highly recommend that you do look it up to find out your torque specs, all of that. So I just got that one slightly tightened. I want to come back to this side. That one's basically all the way tight. And then just go back and forth. Perfect. Carburetor's all the way on. I want to check my ball wheel fast. Still have gas coming out. Perfect. Now before I put this all the way back together, let's see what happens. Fuel should be on. Yep. Hit it with a little bit of starting fluid. Just give it a jump start. And this thing's gonna be a pain. I might just, pinch out the money and buy a new carb. So I hope not, because I don't want to have to remake this whole video. Oh, the key must have not been in all the way. Oh, not. Still plenty of fuel. Still fuel coming out of the fuel bowl. Maybe half throttle. That's nothing. Nothing at all. So I either flooded it, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna grab a extension cord. Okay, grab the extension cord. Covered in water, of course. Plug this in. Well, electric start still works, so that's nice. It's not grounding off. It's not liking life right now. He's a little bit flooded. Let me pop the spark plug out. So it's extremely flooded. Extremely flooded. So what I'm going to do, move that out of a little bit more out of the way. Let's pull the spark plug off. and check how much fluid's in the cylinder. See how bad the spark plug is. It's a champion plug. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who put this plug on here. I could have sworn I changed it last year, but I don't remember. Get all this junk out of here before it falls into the cylinder. Oh yeah. That's a nice plug. Lots and lots of fuel. Okay. Now, I want to check if it has compression. It's not the best way to check it, but I'm just going to put my thumb over. Good compression. Very good compression. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Just going to dry this plug off real fast. Take it. Plug it into this. Rest it against the block. Okay, let's see if it has spark. I can see it. I can hear it too. So, here's off-trail Fensos. Say hi.
What's up, guys?
What's up, YouTube? Okay, let's see if my camera wants to focus this time. Cannot see that. Take you off the tripod. I know it has spark, I'm just trying to show the camera. Okay, there's the spark. Let me get that back in there, see what happens. That just does not want to start. I'm getting fuel. Yeah, I'm still getting fuel. Jeez, he's not happy. Not a damn thing. Alright, start it up earlier. Damn it. Damn, I forgot how nice this thing runs. That's weird. It is not enjoying life right now, that's for damn sure. Something's still not right with this carburetor. Could be a vacuum leak. It could be a number of things. It's running pretty good. It is not like running without a choke. So now, what's the point of covering up the carburetor with a paper towel, glove, whatever? When you do that, it creates more vacuum, or uses the compressor as a vacuum to pull chunks, whatever, inside your carburetor out of your carburetor. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. And seems to be working pretty good, actually. Uh-oh. Start overheating or something. Starter's getting a little bit toasty. Not too bad. We are out of gas though. I didn't put that much in to begin with, so let's just fold the rest in. It could also be because I'm running mixed fuel. And not straight gas. That could be a problem. Could be a couple of different things. Let's try this. I want to find out if the actual stuff works. So it's still running a little iffy, but I think it's good enough to throw that stuff back together. I'm going to check the footage and see if everything was mechanically going good with the font. Hopefully it was, and it drives. It drove just now, so. So I look back at the footage. Does everything it's supposed to be doing, so let's get this back together. This should be the easy part. Keywords. Should be the easy part. This, in theory, should just go right on, no problem. Is it gonna go on with no problem? Maybe. Help if nothing was hot, since I was just running it. I think that was probably the best this thing's ever run. I was running pretty good. Yeah, it was stuttering quite a bit. It still had a little bit of a miss to it. But besides that, it was running pretty good. And I was able to take the choke off, which I've never been able to before. And it ran. It did sound like, every once in a while, it did sound like it wanted to die. So I gotta get that checked out. It's probably something else in this carburetor, and I think I'm probably just gonna replace the whole thing. Buy a whole new carburetor for it. Because it needs it. It's a good machine. It deserves a chance at being fixed up and preserved. Now, of course, I have the Troy-built snowblower. I'll get to that thing at the end of this video. I'll talk about that. That one makes me sad. Muffler's hot, so I don't want to touch it. So I was able to get this machine running with carbon choke cleaner, Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. I wired it with a spark plug socket, which I really didn't need that. Some starting fluid, sharp towels, some gloves, don't really need those. Some pliers, which I didn't need those. Some gas, and I could not have done this without the extension cord. That took so long to get going. Now, let's see how long it'll take if I just plug it in real fast. Flip it on, choke on, right to live. A little bit missing. Probably a terrible idea. To get it over here to the front yard so it's ready for when the snow comes. It's doing pretty good. I gotta get under there and fix that axle, but so that's gonna do it for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and part 2 should be on fixing whatever's wrong with that rear end, or I should say just that end. But yeah, just to prove a point, I was able to do this all with basic hand tools, all of that. It's super easy. Get out there and tone some wrenches. Super easy, fun, and highly recommend recording it. Because if you record it, you can look back at the footage to see if you messed up on anything. Luckily, I kind of know what I'm doing on smaller machines like this, so it's a walk in the park for me. Now, brought up, no, you get out of the way. I'm not talking about you today. Anyways, talking about this thing. So, it's a exact same as it was the last time I showed it. So, in the video talking about this machine, it was a little bit of a carburetor problem. The whole seal was destroyed. So, I gotta go through, see if I can find all the parts for this thing again. Yeah, it's just, if not, I do have another carburetor that might work, because it's a Tecumseh, or whatever the hell, I don't know. But this is a super nice machine. It worked kind of good. It was weird, because wheels don't spin or anything unless it's actually on and you're holding down the lever. That's weird. It's all kinds of broken. We got this thing for free, so it's whatever. The other one's a whole lot nicer and a whole lot more fun to ride. Wide? What the hell am I talking about? You don't ride a snowblower. Anyways, catch you guys in the next video.